Okay, started.
All right, good. So let's get started. So first of all, welcome back everyone to this very first PTC Nordic Talks webinar for this year after the Christmas and New Year's break. And today we are excited to have Param at ITC Infotech as our first guest speaker of the year. And Param is the general manager for SLM and PLM practice within ITC Infotech, and he will give us an introduction to a service and parts information solution to optimize the delivery of service information for sustained business results in after-sales services. But first of all, for those of you who are new to the Nordic Talks, my name is Torbjörn Peterson, and I'm the Partner Ecosystem Manager for PTC in the Nordics, and we are running these webinars every week, same time, where we invite customers and partners for some inspiration on any hot topics in digital transformation to see what is possible and how to make things happen. And all the past webinars have already also been recorded, and they are available on the registration site. And the agenda for today is a very quick overview of PTC by my colleague Carl Jansson from the IoT and AR team. And then Param will start with a short introduction of himself and touch base on a few challenges in the industry, how to address these, and then explain the business outcome. And at the end, we will also have a Q&A session, so please keep the questions to the end. And this webinar, of course, will also be recorded and available in just a few days. So over to you, Carl.
Yep. So thank you. So PTC is a 30-year-old international software company whose headquarters is based in Boston. So we provide mainly software for manufacturing enterprises with a focus on the digital transformation. We started with CAD and PLM, and now since a few years, we're introducing SaaS, IoT, and augmented reality. To you, Param.
Thank you, Carl, and hello everyone. A very good morning and afternoon for all the participants who joined the session. At the outset, wishing you all a very happy and safe New Year. In today's presentation, I'd like to share my views of how manufacturers can immensely benefit in their service performance by streamlining the entire process towards digital delivery of accurate service and parts information that can be made available to the field services organization. As part of today's presentation, I would also cover and give a high-level overview of the service execution landscape, what should be the key solution focus areas for manufacturers to enhance their service performance, and as part of this process, also give you a high-level overview about ITC's credentials in this space and some of the value adds that we have delivered for our customers. So before I get into the meat of the conversation, I thought it's important for those who don't know about us, introduce ITC Infotech. We at ITC Infotech are part of a large diversified business conglomerate called ITC Limited, which is with an annualized business revenue of $10.8 billion. It's a 100-year-old establishment formed in the year 1910. And over the years, we have diversified our business into various segments, such as we are one of the largest manufacturers of consumer goods and apparels. We have our own luxury chain of business and business hotels across India. We are one of the largest manufacturers of paperboard and packaging in India. We are into the agri-business and second largest exporter of agri products from India. And the latest kid in the block, ITC Infotech, is specialized in the field of information technology, established in the year 2000. We at ITC Infotech are focused to serve our customers in three major industry verticals, namely CPG and manufacturing, travel and hospitality, banking, financial services, and healthcare. For each of these chosen industry verticals, we have our own suite of solutions and services cutting across Industry 4.0 offerings, CIO services, and digital experience. In terms of our global presence, we have offices in 15 countries with 9 development centers, an employee base of 8,500 plus employees, and we serve our clients in 36 different countries. Like any IT service provider, we have our partnerships with various independent software vendors, and we take a lot of pride in our partnership with PTC, which is more than 19 years. And we have around 450 consultants focused in providing PTC-based technology solutions. About myself, thanks Carl and Toby for the introduction. I kind of overall responsible for the PLM and SLM practice for the company, which also includes business development initiatives. Overall, with 17 years of experience and engaged or associated with ITC Infotech over the last 9+ years. So the key industry trends, market insights from various analyst firms such as Aberdeen states that best-in-class companies are seeing significant results by investing in technology solutions, which helps them to streamline the entire delivery towards service information. Some of the key measure of success includes decrease in the volume of inbound calls for customer support, decrease in the time to resolve customer complaints, thereby improve your first-time fix rates, increase in the customer satisfaction score, and which all helps in improving your service margins and revenues. So what are the key focus areas that manufacturers today are looking towards streamlining their entire service and parts information delivery? First and foremost, have your things in place like streamline your entire technical publication process for structured content creation and management for all your products that you manufacture and sell. This would need solutions of how do you modularize the content and have a level of increase of reuse of information, thereby improving your delivery timelines to release technical documentations for the products that you sell. Have an integrated BOM management solution enabled with process and change management so that at any given point of time, you have an up-to-date product information with all the engineering, manufacturing and service views. This is very essential and it helps to resolve some of the prevalent problems most of the organizations deal with, wherein the engineering, manufacturing and service functions are working in silos. And then have a solution where you're able to digitally deliver all the necessary product information that is required for the field services organization so that at any given point of time, they are able to view equipment specific as delivered or as maintained product information. As part of this process where you have service as a revenue stream, have the parts ordering capability where you're able to digitally deliver accurate parts information with the latest pricing and availability information so that the field service technicians are able to order the right part. And also by virtue of having a digital enablement, have a feedback mechanism in place wherein based on the field experience, they're able to share back the information back to the core engineering department in order to improve the product design and quality. Lastly, manufacturers who serve their products at the point of failure, it's very essential to have a mobile enablement solutions with offline capabilities. And with the advent of IIoT and augmented reality enablement, assisted service is the need of the hour, and most of the organizations are spending their time, energy to come up with the right IoT and AR use cases. So let me spend time to give a high-level overview of what a service execution landscape would look like. Typically, it would involve creation of product information, distribution of product information, and perform services in the form of repair and maintenance. Most of the organizations would typically have a PLM, an ERP, a CRM, or a field service management enterprise applications to really handle this entire value chain of services. The PLM, as you all understand, would agree is the core of the product data in terms of CAD and BOM information. How do you have the integrated BOM, so on and so forth. ERP is to maintain the plant-specific BOM information and also have pricing details of your spare parts and availability, which is region specific. The ERP is also purposed to do all of your financial core processes of how you receive your parts order and how do you fulfill it. CRM is more focused towards your service contract management of your customers, deal with your new sales opportunities, and a medium for the services organization to initiate a parts ordering process or a quotation process. And if you're a global company where you have partnerships with third-party dealers or subsidiaries, there would be third-party CRM systems, or if you're a customer, you would typically have an e-commerce portal for your customers to come and pick a part of their choice so that they can initiate the order process. The field services management is more focused towards performing services. So it is more like a system of records of all the repair and maintenance activities done by the services organization for their customers for a period of time. So what's important to dwell for each of the manufacturing company is how well each of these applications are well integrated with each other. What is the level of process and data harmonization that is put in place so that they can bring in speed in the entire process towards service execution. And this is the key for them to understand where they stand from reality and work towards those project initiatives to have an efficient and a lean service organization, and where they are very responsive to the market needs. And some of what are the key criteria to measure themselves where they stand against best in class is to evaluate whether they are able to accurately provide technical information or product information to the field services. Is there an improvement in the time to market of new product launches? Because for every product launch, you need to associate with the right set of technical documentations, which you need to distribute to various downstream consumers for regulatory and statutory needs. Are you able to improve your first-time fix rates? Is there an improvement in your service level agreements and compliance and overall customer satisfaction? The end game is always, am I as an organization profitable in my service business, or am I in the field of play where I'm ahead of my competitors in terms of service performance? So these would be your key value drivers for any manufacturing organization to introspect where we stand against reality. So to deep dive into some of the key solution focus areas, I'm moving in anti-clockwise. I, as a service engineering department, whether to have access to the core CAD and EBOM to define my service BOM and have the association built between my service BOM and my engineering BOM. As a technical publication department, have the systems and tools in place to author service documents, able to create relevant part lists and illustrations derived out of CAD, and have the metadata information which is more relevant and specific from a service standpoint. And have all of this information organized in a logical service product structure along with the effectivity definitions with your product hierarchy. Now, with the data put in place, do I have the necessary checks and balances and access management along with change management enabled so that based off any changes in my upstream engineering and CAD, how do I efficiently manage and maintain an up-to-date service BOM information and associated artifacts? If you're a global company where you have a global workforce, translation becomes very key. So do I have a translation management system in place where I'm able to create the different translated content out of my source languages, and how do I optimize my translation cost becomes a key metrics to define the efficiency in translation. You still can't get away with PDF publishing and soft copy distribution of static dynamic documents. So whether do you have systems in place to generate all the necessary documentations that is required that needs to be shipped along with your products. Have integrations with ERP so that ERP maintains up-to-date spare parts master data, able to at any given point of time have the pricing and availability information, which helps them to plan even the inventories of spare parts, and also have spare parts enablement with your service work orders. The other part of this focus area is how do you have a digital delivery of product information that can be made accessible to your field service technicians so that at any given point of time they're able to browse product specific information, could be your parts information, could be a service documentation, could be around troubleshooting guidelines, videos, animations, whatnot, enabled with the feedback mechanism. And more importantly, especially in the field of play of service, when you have to serve products which are long-standing for over decades, you need to have an equipment-based, product structure-based serial number information and parts information so that at any given point of time, I am dealing with the right part applicable for the particular serial number that I want to service. And all this topped up with pricing and availability information with a part requisition and ordering capabilities is very essential for services organization to have good track on the service revenues and margins. And as I said, in the case of manufacturers who operate in scenarios and situations where they're devoid of network connectivity, have systems in place where they can still access product information in offline mode. And also you should be able to print your own catalog in case you want to refer those information in devoid of network connectivity. And lastly, have integrations with your CRM and FSM based solutions so that at any given point of time, you're able to deliver contextual service and parts information against a given service work order. I'm sure most of you would be very familiar with this slide. This is the standard PTC slide of how do you create, manage, and deliver service and parts information solution. The core lies in the create part, where you use your upstream Windchill PDM Link capabilities to create your CAD and EBOM and have a release management process for the same. From a service standpoint, you have the Arbortex software modules, where you use Arbortex editor and styler to create XML based topics which are data compliant. You use Isodraw to create 2D illustrations derived out of CAD, and Creo Illustrate to create those interactive 3D illustrations for your parts catalog, and animations where you want to provide a assembly disassembly procedure for a given piece of equipment. All these to be managed in an enterprise system like Windchill. So the Windchill XBOM management, which can be configured on top of PDM Link, is to create your downstream service BOM and part list information, and have the service parts information and instructions to organize the data by architecting your information structure, publication structure, defining the option sets with the effectivity definitions with product hierarchy, and have the translation management put in place. All this information then needs to be distributed. Then you use Arbortex Publishing Engine, where you can distribute the information to Arbortex Content Delivery, which is a web-based portal where which can be accessed by your consumers. And Arbortex Publishing Engine can also be configured to deliver static PDF documents. While each of these is very relevant to maintain an up-to-date and accurate delivery of product information, but like I said, the core lies in having an integrated solution by integrating with various upstream and downstream applications. So in that context, it becomes very essential. How do you build the integrations with your ERP systems, both for updating your spare parts? How do you integrate with ACD for your pricing? Integrate ACD with your CRM and field service management solution becomes very imperative to streamline your order processing and delivering contextual information for a given service incident. Of some of our key value adds that ITC has delivered for our customers. These are few of the key highlights that I like to share on our experience. First and foremost, EU 168 solution. So this is very relevant for automotive manufacturers, both two-wheelers as well as four-wheelers, catering to both passenger and commercial segment. If I, as a manufacturer, are selling my products in the European market, I need to comply with the EU 168 legislative requirement. And one of the key impediments of the requirement is, as a manufacturer, you need to provide repair and maintenance information to your independent operators. So this evidence is very essential for manufacturers to get a sign-off from the legislative committee, basis which they can sell their products in the European market. So ITC, for one of our customers, on top of the core ACD solution, built an extension where the third-party independent operators can access ACD in a subscription-based, where they can get VIN number specific product information. ACD analytics. This is also very essential for the service engineering department to have deep insights, what they gain based on the consumer experience in accessing ACD. So we have built integrations with Google Analytics, wherein we can try to capture various reports. For example, the website traffic, who are the active users, who are the new users, are the users accessing via desktops or through mobile, what is the bounce rate, for how many, what is the user session data. So these are some of the website related traffic data points, plus some of the things like event tracking. What is the most frequently searched word in service? What is the frequently searched part? What is the most accessed product? So all this gives you very meaningful insights whether your service organizations are getting benefited by accessing in service. We can also do e-commerce transactions wherein you can track your revenue performance, something like which is the most ordered part. And you can even have the revenue performance drilled down by dealer-wise, region-wise, then assembly-wise, model-wise, so that at any given point of time, you can get meaningful reports of the user experience of ACD and even track your commercial transactions. ACD mobility solutions. Currently, PTC's ACD is not responsive to mobile handheld devices. Of course, in the upcoming versions of ACD 7.1.5 in June 2022, 2021, PTC is coming with mobile responsive GUI, but ITC has already enabled a GUI responsive solution for most of our customers. Plus, we also have an offline mobile app solution wherein service technicians can access accurate information even if there's devoid of network connectivity. ACD integrations, we have several experience with our customers where we have integrated ACD with upstream ERP for pricing and availability, and downstream integrations with e-commerce and CRM for the model specific parts ordering transactions. One of the core things always a customer would try to get into is how do I handle legacy SBOM solutions, or how do I handle my service contents which are already created in different formats. So ITC has a one-stop solution wherein we can automate the creation of SBOM, illustrations, part lists, information structure, publication structure, product hierarchy, whatnot, along with service effectivity definitions in Windchill SIM to handle all the legacy SBOM solutions that is being managed in different enterprise systems before they embrace the PTC's Windchill SPI solution. Likewise, service manuals which are being authored in different authoring tools like FrameMaker. ITC has conversion scripts which can convert the FrameMaker manuals into Arbortext XML data compliant authoring standards. And we also have loader scripts which can load the XML references and graphics in Windchill SIM and also maintain its relationship and references. So this slide talks about our credentials. At a high level, I like to talk about 4 representative case studies. One such is with a construction equipment manufacturer where we have implemented the ACD solution, which is now accessed by their dealers and customers across 150 plus countries. Through implementation of ACD, the customer is able to have a better efficiency gains in their quotation process, since they're able to get access to up-to-date, accurate parts information and pricing availability information, basis which they're able to quote for a given service contract based on their current entitlements with the customer. Because of up-to-date spare parts information, their ordering process accuracy has improved greater than 60%, and all this has helped them to increase the spare parts revenue by 35%. This is a customer which is an irrigation-based equipment manufacturer where we have streamlined their entire technical documentation process using Arbortext and Windchill SPI solution, which helped them to improve the overall publication delivery timeline by 50%. They were able to maximize the content reuse and helping them save up to 50% development cost. And with the translation enablement process, they're able to reduce the translation cost by 75%. Likewise, we have done similar implementations for med device manufacturer in implementing an end-to-end solution, which involves implementation of Arbortext, Windchill SIM, and ACD, with downstream integrations with Siebel and their e-commerce platform, along with the mobile access enablement for a GUI responsive experience for the field service technicians. This is a classic example of a motorcycle manufacturer where we have implemented the EU 168 solution for them because they do have a global presence and they have to sell their vehicles in European market as well. And we have implemented an end-to-end solution using Arbortext, Windchill SIM, and ACD, which has been accessed by 1,100 dealers spread across 44 countries. In summary, ITC has substantial experience in the SLM space. We have worked with around 20 different customers. Predominantly, most of them are an industrial equipment manufacturer or med device manufacturer, automotive or oil gas. And with some of the customers, we have several project initiatives where we have expanded and matured the service part solution. So with our list of solution accelerators, incredible experience, and with the focus team that we have, be rest assured we could be one of your valuable partners in your service journey. This is my last slide to summarize for success of any true digital enterprise solution. The success lies in how we integrate with various disparate systems. How do you bring a level of process and data harmonization between various upstream and downstream applications? and thereby derive a level of service intelligence across the entire value chain. So thank you everyone for your time. This is all I had to share in this limited space. I'm more than happy to answer your questions if you have any.
Thanks a lot for sharing a lot of interesting insights here. So as I said, I mean, open up for any questions you might have in the audience. Anyone would like to go first?
So for people who would like to connect with us at a later point of time, you can contact either Mudit Patni or me. So please do make a note of this email address and contact, and you can feel free to contact us at a later point of time as well.
I had one question I used to ask that is normally, I mean, who should be, I mean, involved in a project like this? I mean, from your, I mean, experience, I mean, what kind of, I mean, titles, what kind of roles, what kind of, I mean, stakeholders should normally be involved in to make a successful implementation?
So it has to be a very cohesive effort where there should be, of course, the the main stakeholders would be from the service department, the engineering department, as well as the IT, and a lot of involvement also from the field services organization, people who are responsible to service the products in the field. So it's a very cohesive effort where you need to engage with each of these stakeholders in order to define the right service strategy for the customer.
Thank you. Anyone else? Could you maybe, I mean, elaborate a little bit, I mean, how do you think that the COVID-19 situation has affected, I mean, the impact or the interest of, I mean, these kind of, I mean, solutions?
So I think it's all the more need of the hour, isn't it? So when we are all working remotely and we are all dependent on technology, so more than people dependency, I think we need to have a system dependency. And in such a case, if you're having a well integrated system, wherein at any given point of time, I'm able to get the information of my choice so that I can be efficient in the way I operate, repair, or support a product, that becomes very essential. And hence, if you see most of our conversations that we are doing now with our customers are trying to solve this puzzle of how they can be efficient in their service execution side. And I don't think the timing is perfect for most of the organizations to really spend the necessary effort and investments to streamline this entire process.
Thank you, Parag. Time is unfortunately running out, so thanks everyone for joining this session, and of course, I mean, special thanks to you, Parag, and the ITC team for sharing this really interesting presentation. And for the rest of you, I mean, stay tuned for the next Nordic Talks already, I mean, next week, same time, same day, with Eric Jackson, the Vice President of IoT and AR Sales and Engineering in EMEA at PTC, for a session on how Internet of Things and AR technologies combine to enable service business success. So with that, have a nice weekend, everyone. See you next week. Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.